Hey everybody, this is Steve 87th here, just kind of doing a recap for the last couple of months because with all the challenges and all, haven't had a chance. This is the Hobo Inn that you can actually stay in those cabooses and all that up near the Mount Rainier Railroad. My wife and I decided to take a trip over the mountains and see what was in Eastern Washington and hit a couple of places, got some things, and also had some mail calls. So this is kind of a review of everything that we went and got and saw over the last quarter or so. Okay, everybody, a couple of little product things that I got over the past week or so, with a few more things to come, plus an unboxing. So I got some more acrylic white surface primer. The reason I needed the white is because one of the engines that I'm going to do has got a yellow base, and yellow is not going to cover as well over a dark color and all that kind of stuff. It might work for gray, but I figured I would go ahead and try it. Also, while I was down at a hobby shop, I went to a different hobby shop in Tri-Cities, Washington, and they actually are kind of a bigger gaming shop and RC cars, so I wound up getting some AK Interactive, and I found this matte varnish for the airbrush and brushes, as well as a satin varnish rather than a gloss. So I thought I'd try those out to see what that's going to look like putting on cars with the airbrush. The other thing is, I think I've already got some of this, but I went and got some more of it anyway. They've got a brush steel, and of course with the AKs they usually have a mixing stone inside, but I've found that some of these AKs are really good when it comes to the colors and all that. Well, this is steel, so the reason I have steel rather than aluminum or anything like that, if you've ever seen tractors and dump truck beds and all that kind of stuff, they're rubbed so clean that the steel actually shows through rather than any other color. Another hobby shop buy I decided to try these, see what the Woodland Scenics Tufts look like, because I've got that one area that I tried the static grass in. I didn't get tall enough static grass, so I think I'm going to try some more static grass and then put in some of these cattail sort of prairie grass is what it's called, with brown tips on it, because it's a resin basin. Okay, the other thing is I found some. I had to put them in a different box. I don't know if you guys can see them. I'm trying to get them out of the light. Some cats and trash cans for my peoples. Okay. Another buy that I got recently. This is a Unimog truck, but it has a articulated lawnmower blade on it, which I probably won't use this truck. I might use it in some sort of other different types of service for my city service group. But I'll probably put this on a tractor because, right, most cities and all that kind of stuff now have the cutters that are articulated off the front of the tractors and all. So that kind of makes for a nice little addition. I found that at a really good price, I think, on eBay. And then somebody on eBay was selling one of these. Also at a good price. I think it was under 20 bucks for this one. And it's the Cat log tractor, which being in the Pacific Northwest and everything that we have out here, you see lots of these Caterpillars with the loggers. So I decided to pick up another one of these. So I've got two of those now, which is kind of cool.
So another thing that came in this week was my my stuff from Walters. Right, I ordered. I decided not to enter the competition this year, but one of the things about doing the Walters competition is you get a lot in the competition boxes that you buy. So that's always kind of a good thing to get. This particular box I don't think is my competition stuff. I think this is for the build that I'm doing for Jack Jack's contest. So I'm building a feed store. I know it sounds really bad. It's like every time I do one of these contests or something like that, I'm doing something with feed. Last one was chicken feed. This one is a regular feed store. But it goes on the newer, the model layouts that I want to do. And it's very specific. So I thought it was a very good way to get an item that I'm going to need and build it and see about getting a prize for it. So that's kind of cool. So got the good old Walters bill here. Now, two things that happen with this bill that I got to tell you about. So I am part of the Train Masters Club with Walters. So one of the things I didn't realize was when you enter those competitions, you get your percentage discount that you would get normally. So instead of the kit that I got, which was $50, it was actually only $45. So I saved an extra $5. And then there was a 10% overall discount coupon too. So that all kind of worked out. So came up and got some bulk magnetic couplers. Now I got the 150s instead of the 148s. The only reason I got the 150 pack, which these are the actual scale heads, and I'm going to see how they work with the 146s or 148s. The reason I got these is because they actually had these in stock. So they had a 10% off coupon, but it was only good for in stock, and they were out of stock on the 148s. So I'm going to try some of these because, you know, we all need couplers. And then there was some specialized couplers I needed for some of the things. You know, I got just so that I had kind of a group. So sort of what Rick had the other day where he bought that whole kit. I bought a couple of things that I needed. This, however, looks like a really strange run, right? This is actually supposed to work in those Talgo cars that I got so I could actually hook them up to the train engine. And then I got upper, lower, just so that I know what types of things that I need when for my different trains, for my different cars and all that kind of stuff, depending upon how they wind up going. So that was those things. And then one of the other things that I got from Granite Line for the build that I'm doing, which is the only thing that I got from Walters, is I got these tiny, and I got these from Granite Line, and you can see here, they are 1 3/4 foot nut by 1 2 inch steel washer. So what these are, I've got a bunch of boards out in the front of my build that I have to do, and these are the bolts and all that will go into those holes. And that'll look like rivets and all that. Basically, they use some railroad ties for their front porch, so I wanted to replicate that detail. And so that's what I got from there. So that's kind of cool. And now, this is, as you guys can see up here, the contest bundle. All right, I am not entering the contest this year. I'm not going to do another, I don't really have a place to do a 2 foot by 4 foot this year, although what I'm building will go on there. The other problem was I looked at all of the kits that they had for adults without being in a club, and I don't need any of them. So it didn't make any sense for me to get something that I can enter the competition. So why did I get a contest bundle? And why, if the adults are $100, why is this only $50? Well, because this is the kids bundle. So they have a competition area for kids, for younger kids. So this came with 2 3-foot sections of track of code 83, which is in another box. I'm not going to get that out because everybody knows what that looks like. However, the price on this package was too good to give up. So I've already got one of these, but you can always use, let me just get this out of the way so that maybe the light won't glare so much. So I've already got a couple of these, but it turns out that on my new layout, I'm going to have a bunch of warehouse areas that have control gates. And these little buildings and stuff like that are great for all kinds of different areas and structures and things like that. So it comes with a guard shack. Now we'll do a little price comparison here for you guys. So this is like $15, I think, normally. Okay. This is a container, the Calamar container crane. So it's basically the forklift that lifts containers out. I've got a couple of these, but one more will never hurt, and I need it for my site anyway, for my garbage guys, for all my trash guys. So it's always good to have those. Okay, that is another $15 or $20, I think. So we all know how much the containers cost, right? So you get 2 containers. This one was a Marskalin, and this is a P.O.N.O., which I don't really care about, but singulars, you figure what? Those are probably $5 to $6 a piece. So we're already up to pretty close to $40. Okay. Oh, and a Tropicana one. Okay. Sounds like they all have metal plates in them. Okay. So we've already about paid 45 bucks for the kit. Then I got a modern warehouse, right? So on the layout that I'm doing within the Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad, they have a cold storage house that's serviced by rail. They have a Lowe's. Lowe's has a lumber yard and big things, you know, that come in rail cars and things like that, lumber loads and all that kind of stuff, warehouse. And then there's also another warehouse down there, I think, that is serviced by rail, and it's actually a Michael's. So this would serve as my Michael's, since I've got the cold storage warehouse, and I've got 2 cold storage warehouses where I need all of the area. One of those will be for the Lowe's, and then this one would be for the Michael's warehouse. So this one we know goes for about, I think it's anywhere between $50 and $60. So yeah, so for 50 bucks, I got about $100 worth of stuff. So again, guys, like I said last year, even if you're not entering the contest, look over the building kits. These are great prices. And again, I can't even enter the competition for this one because it's the kids competition. Okay, but you saw all the stuff that Sparky got. If you saw Sparky's, and then Heath on Humanity Junction also got a set too, and you saw how many pieces of sets were in that too. So it's worth it to even just go to Walters, look at the kits that they have, and see if any of them fit. Like I said, for me this year, the adults, everything was prairie or coal mine, and I have nothing to do with any of those things. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not entering. Maybe I'll enter, depending upon how quickly I can get my scratch build done or something like that. Maybe I'll enter the freestyle one. But yeah, so that's what I got for right now. And I've got some more stuff on the way. Okay, this is just a real quick video. I got another box today. Thank God. Came from, who did it come from? Hobby Link. This is from Hobby Link. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and then show you what I got. So some of my things came in and some of them aren't going to be right. I got some T-plates. Those are going to be coming handy. See why. I got some roll-up freight doors, but they don't look like the right size. So I might have to do something with that or look what's going on with my other one. Then I got some windows. So these will be good for the front windows. That's mostly what I got them for, was those 2 windows there for the front. Okay, I got these windows, but these are really kind of not what I wanted to have, but maybe I can work. We'll see what happens on that, because I found out a little bit more about them. So this is one set of front doors. You can see here that I need. And then got the other set of front doors, which is mostly more glass. Okay. Then I got some stair runners too, because I've got a couple of different sets of stairs that I got to put in there. So this is from Northeast Short Lines. So that's all for the scratch build. Well, actually not. The last one I showed you that I had O scale. Well, this is actually the corrugated siding in HO scale, and I got lots of pieces of it. So that's what I needed, because this is the entire side of the building and the roof. So I got 3 packets of those, which is really kind of cool. And then I got a double order, because I did not know that I was doing this, but I got more ribbed roofing. But that's not going to be bad, because there's a lot of buildings and things like that that I could use this. I could also use it for some siding too in the future. So even though I got it and I don't need it, it's going to be pretty good. So I have almost enough for my scratch build. Like I said, the windows are my biggest concern right now, because I found out that they were 4 across, not 6 across as I looked at them. So I may have to see if I've got them in my stash or not. Then I went and got a couple of more things that were not scratch build related, but kind of are. So this is a wood scale. All right, so if it's the scale lumber gauge. So you can see here that they basically use 1/8 inch equals a foot scale for 1/87 scale, which actually isn't too bad. So that gives you all of the dimensions for the lumber there. And they also do it in O scale, which is quarter, and then in 3/4 scale, which is probably closer to G. So I wanted to get one of these. And it's kind of funny, so they have it on millimeters in the back. That's kind of cool. So one side is English, the other side is millimeters. So this is also from Scale Lumber Gauge. So that'll help me figure out my lumber sizes, which is kind of nice. This was actually on sale, the Woodland Scenics. That is not for this build, but I actually need it for my train layout to begin to come, which is for the servicing facility. So my servicing facility is kind of about that small, so that'll work just perfectly. I got some more accessories for my River Point trucks, some ladders and holders and things like that. That's going to be fine. I also decided, I have never done this before, but I decided to get the pipe load set for Tichy trains, because it was actually on sale. And I wanted to see what it was going to be like. Oh, and it does 2 53-foot cars. Whoa! I thought it only did 1. So that's going to be really cool. That even gives me more concrete pipe then. Awesome. Wow, that's going to be nice. And then finally, I went and bought myself the Athearn Release Ford F850 pumper. So one of the cool things about this is it actually has the external pump on the front of the truck. So I'll probably take off the Boston hookups and all that, and then turn this into some other type of fire truck. But so that's it. So that means that I'll be able to get a little bit farther along on my scratch build. Awesome. I still got some more stuff coming out, but I'll get to it sooner or later. Thanks for watching.
All right, so just one more shot. This is the Hobo Inn. I can't remember the name of the town that it's in, but it's outside of Mount Rainier. You can actually rent these and stay in these cabooses. They've got a bunch of different cabooses. You can see some trains in the background, an eating place. They also have train rides that go up into Mount Rainier, which starts and departs from here. And then we've got a real quick look at a shade that they had. The weather was pretty nasty and all, so we didn't get out and stop. Plus, we were on a time thing. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully we'll have more videos like this later. Thanks again.